because the Redskins need to lose. Just to have a little more peace of mind. To feel a little less rattled.
So, I was trying to catch that. I don't know if it got what you're saying. This dude is sick. He's spitting out of my car. Oh. It's a good thing that we're not driving anywhere. I wish you could like turn the camera around on this thing without like turning the camera around on this thing. So it's like 37 degrees out and it feels cold again. And I think that's because of the wind chill. Because it's warmer than it was earlier today when I went over to Deanna's grandpa's house. Because it was only 33, but it felt warm then. Because it wasn't windy, but it's windy now. So 37 feels cold again. Also, it's nighttime. It's 6 o'clock. It gets really dark here. Do you like the cold? Do you like the cold?
No.
No, you don't like the cold? Why don't you like the cold?
Because it's cold.
Oh, yep. There you go. Straight out of Michigan. It's cold. So Michigan weathers are really weird. Michigan weathers. So Michigan winters are very weird. It's 33 degrees out. It's colder than it was yesterday when it was 39 degrees out, 40 degrees out. And it feels warmer than it did yesterday. I mean, I don't even really, I've got a coat on and a hat on, but at this point, I really don't even need that on. And I was just putting James in the car seat, actually, because we're heading over to Deanna's grandpa's. It's New Year's Day, and I barely even had the car running, and it's already burning up in here because it was so warm outside. So we're heading over to Deanna's grandpa's for like a New Year's Day lunch kind of deal. Just James and I. Deanna's at work. She's got to work till 6. And we were supposed to be there at 1 o'clock. It started at 1. He's just, pizza, pop, family, and everything. We were supposed to start at 1. It's currently 2 o'clock. Couldn't make it there by 1 because James was sleeping. He needed a nap. He woke up kind of late this morning, so his first nap of the day was actually 12 o'clock, 12:30, and then he slept for about a little over an hour. So he was asleep till probably about 1:30, and by the time he woke up, Jared and I were in the middle of shooting people on the Xbox, so I had to wait a few minutes. Well, bless you. James just sneezed. I don't know if you can hear that. He's just sitting back there playing with his toys, playing with his little police car and his little chewable keys. I don't know what you call them. Teething teas or whatever. Oh, update on James too. He's actually getting 2 more teeth. He's getting 2 teeth back here on the bottom. They're not molars. They're just before the molars. I'm not entirely sure what they're called, but he's getting 2 more teeth. So I think that puts it up to 10 teeth total that he'll have now. Oh, the window up. So yeah, he's been kind of cranky about that. Really clingy when he gets his teeth in. Hopefully they should break through here real soon. Within the week, I think they should be. If they aren't already broken through the gum, they should be within a week. And then hopefully he'll go back to being not a little monster because his teeth hurt. The wind is really loud. So back to the temperature thing. I mean, the car's reading 34 now for outside, and I have to have my window down. I can't drive with my window up right now. It's just too hot in here, and I can't turn on the AC because then it just cools it down too much. But yeah. You ready to go? You ready to get out of your car seat? Oh, what is that? What is that? So I just got back from Deanna's grandpa's house where everyone was at for a little New Year's get together. James was sleeping. I actually had to put him down with a bottle. He was sleeping in the car, and then as soon as I got him out of the car at the house, he woke up enough, and he was hungry anyway already, but he's still tired that just gave him a little bit of a bottle and put him to sleep with that. My fuel gauge though is on empty. I've got my light on. Every time I turn off the car and turn it back on, I've got, my car starts beeping at me saying, hey, you need to go get gas. So I was actually going to stop at the gas station on the way home, fuel up, before taking James home, but all I have on me today is cash, and I didn't want to have to take James into the gas station, back out to the car, and it's just me. I'm not going to leave James out in the car. Some people might, but I'm not going to do that. So, and this car just pulled out right in front of me when I was trying to turn to the gas station. So, getting gas, and hopefully it's not too expensive because I only have so much money. $2.60 a gallon right now. I liked it better when it was $1.50 or $1.25. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. $1.25 for a gallon of gas, and then it shoots up to like almost $4. Now it's back down to. Earlier this year, this summer, it was down under $2. I was getting gas regularly at like $1.80, $1.60. Well, not $1.60, but $1.80, $1.90. And then, it just started creeping up with the weather change and everything in the winter. And so, $2.60 a gallon of gas. Let's go in and fork over my money so I can put gas in the car and we can drive places. So I put $17.91 in the pump, and it gave me just under 7 gallons of gas. Now, that's what you get for $2.60 a gallon. And what sucks about it too is the supply and demand. They're gonna raise the prices on the gas because we need it right now, because we're burning more fuel in the wintertime up here. You run your heat in your car, or you start your car early before you go out to go to work, and you burn more fuel that way than when you do in the summertime. Yes, your AC is going to burn fuel in the summertime, but it doesn't burn as much because you can just roll down your window and cool off as well if you're using too much AC. And it stays cooler in your car longer actually after you turn off the AC in the summertime here, whereas you turn off your heat in the car and it gets cold relatively fast, considering And so, wintertime, gas prices get hiked up because they know people are going to still buy the same amount of gas, if not more, in the wintertime because it's wintertime and we burn more fuel driving places. Whereas, then that's the other thing too. Like, I just went up to the gas station not only to get fuel, but to get some pop. I would have just walked up there in the summertime. In the wintertime, I'm not going to walk up there. I mean, yeah, it's only 41 degrees out right now. I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I'm not going to walk up to the gas station to go get a 2-liter of pop. It's too cold out for that. But, yeah. I mean, I didn't even get... Oh, that's nasty. I didn't even get... I don't know if you can see that. Half a tank of gas. 7 gallons is not half a tank of gas for me. So, that's why I work all the time. Because I need money for stuff like this. For bills, for gas, for food, for the house. You just can't just pull that money out of nowhere. I mean, we don't get, just free checks, free money from places or whatever. You don't just get to go to the gas station, fill up, and leave. I mean, it just doesn't work that way. You got to pay for that stuff. So that's why Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day today, Deanna's working because we need the money. I can't work on those days because my job's actually not even open. We're not even open on the weekends. We're only open Monday through Friday for my job. Which, yes, it's nice. I have weekends off, but at the same time, I'd be getting a lot more hours if we were open on the weekends, and that'd be a lot more money. But can't complain too much. It's a good job. Good people I work with. It's not too stressful. A little stressful. They actually tease me at work because I don't get frustrated at work. I don't blow up at work. Other people do, and I mean, it's a very stressful job, and they they think I'm crazy or something. I'm not crazy, but they think I'm crazy because I don't get upset or I don't freak out on, after talking to people on the phone that I really don't want to talk to. I mean, I'm still polite and nice on the phone 99% of the time, and I just don't get riled up about it. And in emergency situations, I've had several emergency situations at work since I've been there, and I handled those pretty calmly. Still remember all of them. Two of them actually were pretty bad. The last work emergency, I was fortunate enough not to be at work at the time it happened, so I didn't have to deal with it. And it sounds bad, but I don't know if I would have been able to deal with it. Somebody walked out in front of a bus. I don't know if I would have been able to deal with that with the driver and the 911 and all that. I honestly don't know. Everyone says I would have, based on my track record there, but I don't know. So I stay pretty calm at work. I try to stay pretty calm at home. I don't always. Like most people, stuff does bother me. Stuff gets on my last nerve, and I blow up every once in a while. A little more than I'd like to. Actually, a lot more than I'd like to. I really don't like being frustrated with people. It frustrates me even more when I'm frustrated with people. So back on topic, I was talking about going to the gas station to get gas and get pop and how cold it is. But it's not even cold. It's 41 degrees out in winter. It's the middle of winter. It's January 1st. It's 41 degrees out here. We had like mountains of snow here a week and a half ago. And now the river's flowing There's barely any snow. There's a little bit of snow that's been piled up from doing the parking lot across the river. A little bit of snow left here, but really there's nothing. This is Michigan winters. Michigan winters, I was actually telling my family earlier because we were joking about it, or Deanna's family, my family, they're my family too. But Michigan winters, you never know what you're going to get. It's either going to be a blistering cold, snowy, trapped in your house winter one day, and the next day it's going to be like this. It's going to be, 40, 50 degrees out, barely any snow. And you can walk to work in a t-shirt. That's Michigan winters. And vice versa. You'll go from this nice, beautiful 40-degree weather, and the next day we'll have an ice storm. Shut down all the roads in the county. So Michigan's an interesting place. This is actually a pretty mellow winter right now at this point, which is good for me. I've said this before, I don't like the cold. I don't like snow because it's cold. But if it's anything like last winter was, probably the end of January or February into March, we will have more snow than we can even handle here. That's what happened last year. I think we almost had a state of emergency in the county last year because of the amount of snow, because we got 2 huge snowstorms back to back in February. We had a huge snowstorm, I don't know if it was last year or in 14 on Super Bowl Sunday. And it was nasty, nasty. My kid brother actually got his car totaled because he pulled off to the side of the road to wait out the storm, and somebody else decided they were going to try and push through it and went off the road and totaled his car. So, strangely enough, my kid brother, being the responsible one who pulled off to the side of the road, his insurance didn't pay for his car. Nor did the other driver's insurance. Didn't pay for anything. He had to pay everything out of pocket, I think it was, for being a responsible driver. So, anyway, Michigan winters. Never know what you're going to get. Gas prices always go up in the wintertime. Gas prices actually always go up around travel times. It's not like all summer, like right around the holidays. They go up like 2 or 3 days before the holidays. So like 4th of July is a big one, and it's probably like that everywhere. Big price hike there for gas around 4th of July, because everyone's going to go somewhere. Everyone wants to go out to the lake or go vacation somewhere for the weekend because they got the days off for work. But anyway, so that's what happened. That's what we're doing. James is inside. He's not in the car. Inside sleeping. So. She didn't put him in a coat. He could have got hypothermic in the 5 feet it took to get out of the house to the car. I don't know if I can keep her. I don't know. What do you think? Should I get rid of her? He's sleeping. They actually hate each other. They do. Except for when they're sleeping. Like, you should see them. James like squares up with him and just beats him up all the time. They don't like each other. No, I'm kidding. James likes his uncles. All of them. All 3 of them. 3.5. 4 of them, I guess. There's an in-law, but he's considered an uncle, right?
The box, or do you want that box? Give me. Want some pie? Want some pie?
Hey, James. Who's going to win the game tonight? Oh, look. It's the Packers. That's right.
I've already celebrated 2017 like you some big guy or something. But I bet none of y'all can name one of his songs.